But I think we need to start in the Premier League. It was a 0-0 draw, but that doesn't mean that it was uneventful or insignificant. And to help us sift through it, we've got Don Hutchison. Don, straight at the top, games like this, afterwards, I'm always interested in what people have to say. So, well, not always, actually, because a lot of times they're boring and trite. But in this case, I was interested. Luke Shaw comes out and says that he felt that United deserved the 3 points and were the better team out there. Afterwards, they interview Henderson, and they ask him, United felt that they deserved to win. And Henderson immediately, oh, yeah? Who said that? They're like, well, Luke Shaw. Oh, really? Interesting. And obviously he has a totally different view. He felt Liverpool deserved to win. What does Don Hutchison think? Who deserves it?
You know what? Yeah, well, no one. It should have been a draw, and it was a draw. And it's one of them, when you're in the moment and when you're Luke Shaw and you've got a microphone in your face and you've just played 90 minutes and you've played really well, by the way, in the second half. I thought Luke Shaw was excellent the whole game. You feel as though when they created the chances that they did, Man United, you feel as though you should have won the game. Then you interview Jordan Henderson, who's just been in the moment as well, who's captain of Liverpool, and he's seen his side for the first 35 minutes of the game absolutely boss Man United, and Firmino on another day could have walked away with 2 or 3. He will feel as though Liverpool should have won the game. So it's a classic, a microphone's been shoved in 2 players' faces and both of them are saying, we should have won the game. Factually incorrect. It was a draw all day long.
Jules, you often spend time in mix zones afterwards. You get that moment where you talk to people immediately after the game. Even, for those who don't know, lift the lid on secrets, but a lot of times when you see them out there, there's often a difference when it's immediately after the game or when they've had time to shower, get debriefed, and come back out. You sometimes get different reactions, different time to think about it. What did you make? Are you Team Henderson or Team Shaw? Or Team Hutchinson?
I'm Team Hutchinson, but I interviewed Harry Maguire for French TV after the game, and he was a bit different to Shaw, but he said we were so disappointed in the dressing room after the game. He said, literally, I didn't think we would feel like this, but we were so disappointed. And I think he said that tells you a lot, and I think he's right. If you're United and you get a 0-0 draw at Liverpool, and then you still feel disappointed in the dressing room, like he said, the atmosphere was just like almost if they had lost the game. And I think that tells you a lot. Maybe they didn't deserve to win and Shaw went a bit too far, and I agree with Don. However, I think they were right to be disappointed because this is a game they could have won. They could easily have won. They could have lost it, of course, but also on the second half, they're the better side.
Who? United?
Yeah. On the second half only, they played much better than Liverpool did.
I think that obviously this is what we get into. There is a difference between outplaying the opposition, running the game, and then having chances. And I think
and having the ball.
And having the ball. Yeah, you can look at those and take away the positives and tell yourself we deserve to win based on that. And I think either team could have won this. Wouldn't have been a scandal if either team had won this. But I want to focus on Liverpool, Don, because it's now 340 odd minutes since they last scored a goal. That's 3 games without scoring. They've obviously dropped points along the way. Manchester City are coming up behind them like one of those runaway Mack trucks with the lights flashing. Leicester are up there. What's wrong?
Well, they're still creating the chances, Gab, but I feel as though Liverpool now and Jurgen Klopp's got a big decision to make, because when you look back at what Fergie done and you rebuilt so many sides, I think this is probably Liverpool's glass ceiling. That front 3 have played together now for 3 or 4 years and have churned out so many games. Liverpool in the last month have carried Mo Salah. And if Diogo Jota was fit, I don't think Mo Salah probably starts yesterday, and he probably didn't start the games before because he is way out of form. Sadio Mane, I love, and I still think he tries his utmost. Wan-Bissaka had a great game against him yesterday. But Firmino looks really tired. Liverpool can't function when Firmino doesn't play well. He links the whole thing together. And I just think now if Liverpool are really, really serious about retaining the title, they've got to go in the transfer market. They've got to go and buy a top-class centre-half and even maybe go and look at, buying a centre-forward. You can scour Europe. And you look, especially in Italian football, and there's so many amazing strikers in Italian football. Liverpool could easily pull someone like Morata or Zapata or Muriel. There's so many strikers that you would look at and think they could fit the bill at Liverpool by just scoring goals. Yeah. And I just think Liverpool, if they're really, really serious, Lautaro Martinez is another one. He's going to move on, I would imagine, in the next 18 months. I don't know the finances at Inter, but I'm pretty sure they haven't got a lot of money. Go and get at 23 one of the best strikers that's playing in Italian football at the moment, and and really freshen Liverpool up.
We'll get more into this.
I just think they're stale. I just think Liverpool are stale.
we'll get more into this on our podcast only segment. Jules, quickly on Liverpool, are you on board with that? Is it fatigue? Is it stale? Would it be a different story with
I think some
Jota?
of them have lost a bit of confidence. I think Alexander-Arnold, he's unrecognizable. Is that what you say?
He's not having a good season.
But the problem is he was so important in how they were building their attacks and how they were attacking that if you take that away from them, I think one, it disrupts Mo Salah and the way he plays, and it disrupts everything else in that team. And suddenly all that creativity is gone. It's gone.
Right.
Apart from one cross yesterday, there was nothing from him going forward, I mean. And I think after that, it's tricky on top of what everything Don has just said.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.